Hello, everyone. Okay, moving on to lesson 82. Pretty much the same thing as last time, same subject matter. Um, the line here is a very famous Russian saying, "Не имей 100 рублей, а имей 100 друзей." Don't have 100 rubles, have 100 friends. Obviously, it's an old saying. It dates from the time when 100 rubles was still a lot of money. Today, 100 rubles is like a couple of dollars, or less, even less than that. But yeah, it's this was a time when 100 rubles was maybe comparable to 100 bucks. Um, and I'm not sure I agree with this saying, to be honest. I think you can have too many friends, but let's leave that subject for another time. Okay, so declension to cardinal numbers part two. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So here we have a dialogue between three women. One is Irina, one is Claudia, and one is Svitlana. Let's see what they have to say to each other.
Клаудия, что-то случилось? Ты весь день такая грустная.
Случилось. У меня сегодня утром в метро украли кошелек.
Какой кошмар!
К счастью, там не было кредиток, только деньги. Я вчера вечером ходила в банк. Сняла деньги, чтобы заплатить за квартиру.
Да уж, плохо.
Сумма, конечно, не очень большая. Около 45 тысяч рублей. Но просто это были последние деньги, а зарплата только через неделю. Что теперь делать?
Не переживай. Ничего себе! Больше 1000 евро? Клаудия, мы вот тут с коллегами собрали тебе.
Что это?
Здесь 50 тысяч. Вернешь, когда сможешь. Это не срочно.
Ой, спасибо большое.
Знаешь, в русском языке есть хорошая пословица. Не имей 100 рублей, а имей 100 друзей.
Знаю, но только теперь поняла, что это правда.
I guess Claudia disagrees with me, but okay, let's go ahead and proceed. So, Irina says,
Клаудия, что-то случилось? Ты весь день такая грустная.
Claudia, did something happen? You've been the whole day so sad.
Случилось. У меня сегодня утром в метро украли кошелек.
Как?
Yes, something did happen. Today morning, so this morning in the metro, my wallet was stolen.
Какой кошмар!
Koshmar is a nightmare, so what a nightmare. How terrible.
К счастью, там не было кредиток, только деньги.
Fortunately, there were no credit cards, only money. I'm not sure that that's fortunate. She says, fortunately, there were no credit cards, just cash, but actually, it's kind of the opposite because if your credit card gets stolen, you can just report it stolen and that's it, and then you haven't really lost anything. And even if the thief bought something with a credit card in that time, you can say that you didn't buy it and usually get the purchases rescinded. But if cash gets stolen, it's gone. You can't just go to the bank and say, well, money was stolen from me, so give me back my money.
Я вчера вечером ходила в банк.
So I last night went to the bank.
Сняла деньги, чтобы заплатить за квартиру.
And I withdrew money in order to pay for my apartment.
Да уж, плохо.
Yes, that's bad.
Сумма, конечно, не очень большая. Около 45 тысяч рублей. Но просто это были последние деньги, а зарплата только через неделю.
So the sum, of course, like the amount of money that was stolen, it's not very big. Around, what'd you say, около, I think she said, yes, 45, okay, около 45 тысяч рублей. So around 45,000 rubles. That's still 45,000 rubles. That's like $1,000 roughly. So I mean, that's a fair amount.
Что теперь делать?
What am I supposed to do now? Oh, I think I didn't finish reading the rest of that. So yeah, so what was stolen was only about 45,000 rubles, but просто были последние деньги, but that was the last money. So that was my last money, and the salary will only be paid in a week. Okay, so she's out of money now. She has no money. So she says that was her last money that was stolen, and her salary is not going to be paid until a week from now. What to do now?
Не переживай.
Don't worry.
Ничего себе! Больше 1000 евро?
And then she says, yeah, ничего себе is like, how to translate that? I don't know. It's just like an exclamation. And then больше тысячи евро. Yeah, so more than 1,000 euro. I think today, actually, I think today that would be less than 1,000 euro, but this is still before. So the Russian ruble underwent some fairly serious loss of international exchange value after what happened around 2014. But I think these lessons were still made before that, and so at that time, 45,000 rubles was still more than 1,000 euro. So that's probably why she says that.
Клаудия, мы вот тут с коллегами собрали тебе.
Claudia, we with colleagues, so colleagues and I have gathered for you or collected for you.
Что это?
What's this?
Здесь 50 тысяч.
Здесь 50 тысяч. So here is 50,000 rubles, which is like, at that time, I guess it was getting close to like 2,000 euro or like maybe 1,500 euro.
Вернешь, когда сможешь. Это не срочно.
Give it back when you can. It's not urgent.
Ой, спасибо большое.
Знаешь,
Oh, thank you very much.
в русском языке есть хорошая пословица. Не имей 100 рублей, а имей 100 друзей.
Знаю, но только теперь поняла, что это правда.
You know, in the Russian language, there's a good saying. Не имей 100 рублей, а имей 100 друзей. Just as I said, don't have 1,000 rubles, have 1,000 friends. I know, but I only just now understood that it's true. So, Claudia thinks that it's true because her friends gave her 50,000 rubles. I don't know. In my experience, usually when people want to be your friend, it's because they want to, not because they want to give you 50,000 rubles, but quite the opposite. They're hoping they can borrow 50,000 rubles from you, which is why I say it's possible to have too many friends, but that's my opinion. Anyway, okay, so moving on to the second dialogue, we see a continuation of what we saw in the previous dialogue. We still see people at this forum or conference on the ecology of rivers. Do they actually have entire several like multi-day conferences just on river ecology? I guess they do. I guess it's a field where it's a very specialized field where people actually get together and professionals in the field come to collect their experiences and knowledge and advance the state of the art. It's just not something you hear about very much.
Уважаемые участники форума, мы благодарим вас за участие. За время работы форума было организовано более 40 семинаров, прочитано около 50 лекций. Число участников форума приблизилось к 150.
Ага. Было выпито более 400 литров кофе, 20 литров молока, более 30 литров воды.
Я сегодня утром нашел у себя визитки 62 участников форума. Откуда бы?
А вы не помните? Вчера же был праздничный ужин в ресторане отеля.
А теперь я понимаю, почему у меня сегодня голова болит и температура поднялась до 37.
Вы просто устали после такой напряженной работы.
Да, наверное, вы правы.
Okay, so the announcement begins.
Уважаемые участники форума,
Dear participants of the forum,
мы благодарим вас за участие.
we thank you for your participation.
За время работы форума было организовано более 40 семинаров, прочитано около 50 лекций.
So, in the time of the work of the forum, were organized more than 40 семинаров, so 40 seminars.
Число участников форума приблизилось.
Oh, sorry, I didn't finish this sentence. Прочитано около, so were read about 50 лекций, so about 50 lectures.
Приблизилось к 150.
Uh, 50 lectures. 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 Okay, sorry, I cut off that sentence, but he said, число участников форума приблизилось, so the number of the participants of the forum reached about 150, so about 150.
Ага. Было выпито более 400 литров кофе,
So were drunk or was consumed or was drunk about 400 litrов coffee, so over 400 liters of coffee.
20 литров молока,
What did she say? 20, so 20 liters of milk.
более 30 литров воды,
Более 30 литров воды. It's an interesting ratio there. 400 liters of coffee and only 30 liters of water. So the coffee portion was more than 10 times that of the water part.
Я сегодня утром нашел у себя визитки 62 участников форума.
So I this morning I found визитки, business cards of 62 участников форума. So I found the business cards of 62 participants of the forum.
Откуда бы?
Where could they have come from?
А вы не помните?
You don't remember?
Вчера же был праздничный ужин в ресторане отеля.
Yesterday there was a restaurant. There was a dinner at the restaurant of the hotel.
А теперь я понимаю, почему у меня сегодня голова болит и температура поднялась до 37.
Now I understand why I have a headache, and why the temperature rose to 37. I think he means his body temperature rose to 37, which is funny. I think I mentioned in the previous lesson, they said that the normal human body temperature is 36 degrees, and I said I thought it was always 37. So I guess in Russian, 36 is considered normal, and 37, which was considered normal, which would be considered normal in other parts of the world, is considered like a bit of a fever in Russia.
Вы просто устали после такой напряженной работы.
You're just tired after such hard work.
Да, наверное, вы правы.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. All right. And here, just as last time, we just need to put in the numbers that correspond to these words, which is really like child's play. This is like the easiest part. So 40 is 40, 50 is 50, 150 is 150, 400, so 4, 20 is 20, 30 is 30, 62, 62, and 37 is 37. Oh, did I? Hold on. I missed something here. What did I get wrong? Oh, sorry. 400, of course, it's not 4, it's not 4, it's 400. There we go. That was my mistake. Sorry. Okay, here we go. And now we have declension of cardinal numbers 40, 90, and 100. I'm just going to go ahead and open this up here, and we can look at the full list here. So that's that. Here we have 50 and 80. 2, 3, and 400. Okay, and that's it. Let's go ahead and return to the lesson. All right, so, well, this is pretty easy. We've already seen this twice now. So it's 100 and 100, right? Don't have 100 rubles, but have 100 friends. Okay, moving on. После something лет жизнь только начинается. So After 40 years, life is only beginning. 40 is 40, here it's после 40 лет. Немногие люди доживают до something лет, а до не доживает почти никто. So not many people survive to 90 years, 90 лет, and do 100, and to 100, до 100, to 100, не доживает почти никто. To 100 survives practically no one, or close to no one. За городом я люблю ездить со скоростью больше something километров в час. So, outside of the city center, I like to drive with a speed of more than 100 kilometers per hour, which is actually not even that fast. 100 kilometers per hour, that's like 60, let's say 60 or 65 miles per hour. It's not super fast. Центнер — это ровно something килограммов. I think this is some... So I've never heard of a centner. This is saying a centner is exactly 100 kilogram, of 100 kilograms, but I've never heard that. I am not convinced this is an SI unit of measurement, but maybe Russians know what a centner is. Человек почти на something процентов состоит из воды. So the human being consists of... or the human being almost consists of 90% water. This here is 90. Это маленький русский город. It's a small Russian village. Здесь живет на более something тысяч человек. Here live not more than 40,000 people. I wouldn't say it's a small village. I mean, or well, yeah, it's a small city, but it's not a very small city. I mean, 40,000 is still sizable. Okay, более 40 тысяч человек. А раньше жило 50 тысяч, and before lived 50,000. This is a common theme in many Russian villages, just as in other parts of the world. After perestroika, after the end of the Soviet Union, a lot of people started leaving villages in Russia and moving to larger cities, which is a pattern seen in most parts of the world. Okay, so 160, also 160, это 4 раза по... Oh, it's 4 times 40. That is true. That is mathematically true. 4 times 40 is 160. So раза по 40, just the regular form, 40 of 40. 1 час 30 минут. So 1 hour 30 minutes. Это that's 90 minutes. That's true. Это 90 минут. It's 90 minutes. Я ждал тебя около 40... this is again 40 minut. I waited for you about 40 minutes. Okay, here we saw this already. Declension of cardinal numbers for 50 and 80. All right, so ему скоро будет. So he soon will be 60. He soon will be 60 years old. What is the correct form? The correct form is the first one, 60 лет. Поэт не дожил до something yet. So the poet, I guess, the poet did not survive. Is that right? Yeah, the poet did not survive to 60. The poet did not survive to 60 years, or to the 60, to the 60th year. Перед something годами он задумался о жизни. So, after, or no, before, sorry, period is before. Before 50, before 50 years, he thought about life. Maybe that means before his 50th birthday he thought about life. I'm not sure. Anyway, the correct form here is 50. После something лет человек начинает по-другому смотреть на жизнь. So, after 50, this is again 50. After 50 years, a person starts differently to look at life. So after 50 years, somebody starts to see life differently. I think that might happen before 50 years, and probably doesn't happen to everyone, but 50 is the form here. Последний раз мой дедушка женился в возрасте something лет. So, last time my grandfather got married was at the age of 70, so 70 years. Okay, so my grandfather got married last time at 70 years. The form here is 70. СССР просуществовал более something лет. So the USSR, let's see, it existed for more than 70, so 70, yeah, it existed for more than 70 years. Correct form here is 70. And finally, он проработал на почте около something лет. Проработал, so wait, he worked at the post office, is that right? He worked at the, he worked at the post office for about 50 years. Correct form is 50. There we go. Okay. Yep, here we have numbers 200, 300, and 400. And here we have our final exercise of this lesson. So what do we have here? На демонстрацию пришло около something человек. So at the demonstration, there were about 300 people. Form here is трехсот. На something рублей сейчас уже невозможно пообедать в ресторане. So, for 200 rublei, for 200 rubles now, it's not possible to eat in a restaurant. So maybe it was before, but it's no longer possible to eat in a restaurant for 200 rubles. На планете осталось меньше something этих редких животных. On the planet, there are less than 200 of this rare animal. So, двухсот. Мы не можем дать вам кредит на сумму более 300 тысяч рублей. So, we cannot give you a credit or a loan in sum of more than 300,000 rubles. Okay. Более 300 тысяч рублей. Раньше вы говорили о 400 тысяч рублей. So, previously you talked about 400,000 rubles. У четырехстах. Yes. Раньше наши прибыль было около 200% в год, а сейчас мы банкроты. Previously our прибыль, profit, I think our profit was about 200% per year, and now we are bankrupt. So, 200, so, Дайте, пожалуйста, something граммов колбасы. So, give, please, 400 grams of sausage. Form here is 400. За эту неделю я написал письма something клиентам. So, in this week, I wrote letters to 200 clients. Okay. Это очень большая работа. It's a really big work. Mama, дай мне something рублей. Mama, give me 300. Mama, give me 300 rubles. У меня нет 300 рублей. Возьми 1000. I don't have 300 rubles. Take 1,000. All right. And hey, that was it. That was lesson 82. More about the declension of cardinal numbers. So here was the dialogue between Irina, Claudia, and Svetlana, where Claudia believes that it's better to have, well, I guess all of them agree that it's better to have friends than money, even though what she really needed was money. Here is the continuing saga of the forum on river ecologies and problems therewith. Here's this. Here's exercise 4. And the final exercise here. All right, that's it. That was lesson 82. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.